Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this video is an introductory video introducing you to this triplet set of early August 2018. And this triplet set is themed Own Your Own Spiritual Path, Own Your Spiritual Path, and it has like a sub-theme heart strength, relating to the heart chakra. And just a way to clear guilt, to be compassionate, but also, empowered and move forward. So it addresses a lot of like overgiving or, taking on other people's problems, stuff like that. But basically it helps you to own your path. So you can imagine your spiritual path like a road that you're on. Well, imagine it like the road that represents what you're meant to learn and experience in this lifetime. So if you're lost, you might be actually on a little side road and not on your path. So you just imagine, am I on my path, and just look and see, because you might be like, if you're really overwhelmed, a lot of times people they just sit on like a side bench and they're just sitting there. They're not like looking forward. They're sort of looking to the side of their path and they're sort of like dazed. And so that if you're really overwhelmed, chances are you're like sitting on a side bench, which, isn't the worst thing. At least you're on your path, but, definitely not fun, right? So these techniques in this healing set will help you to move forward on your path, because it helps you to clear off the obstacles on your path and, make it clearer and sunnier and positive on your path. It helps you to own your path. And the more you own your path, you clear it out. You kind of keep it nice and easy and smooth. Well, not easy maybe, but you do what it takes to be able to move forward spiritually. And again, everyone has a spiritual path. Even if your job, you're meant to work at a gas station, or you're meant to, sell bricks, or you're meant to, whatever your job is. Like, for example, my job is overtly spiritual, so everyone would assume I have a spiritual path. But no, every single person on this planet has their own unique spiritual path, because everyone had life planning stage in heaven before before their life started, where the angels helped you to plan what experiences would be good for you in this life. So not everything is pre-planned, but there is a lot of times it's like the underlying things are important. Like, what are you meant to learn? Are you meant to get a grip on your overgiving? Are you meant to, sort of break out of your repression emotionally? Are you meant to break out of your creative repression? Are you meant to get more confidence? Whatever. So anyway, it's sort of the whole thing of whatever you're meant to learn and experience. So you don't even have to know, oh yes, my life is about this. You just see, am I on my road? Am I moving forward? How does the space ahead of me look? Does it look all blocked and weird, or does it look nice and pleasant and sunny and clear? Okay, and the more you own your path, in part through these techniques, the better the path looks and the more likely you just walk forward. And the next set in this month is also all about owning your path too. So I haven't done those technique videos yet, but I recommend that set as well if this is important to you. That set will be Own Your Own Path with Identity Strength. So it'll be sort of a different flavor, but the same idea of owning your path, like getting rid of the obstacles, making it doable so that you move forward on a regular basis. And again, it's moving forward with what you're meant to learn and experience. So that doesn't mean that consciously everything goes your way all the time, because you could be meant to learn, patience or humility or something, and therefore something, certain things have to go wrong for you to learn your patience and your non-judgment and your humility, so what you consciously think isn't really important. I mean, it is, but not as important. There's always these underlying lessons and learning. And so the more you clear your path, the more the learning is gentler and more enjoyable. So that's very nice. I did a triplet set a while back called Playful Gentle Path. I think it was towards the end of 2017, and there's a whole playlist, of course, of those triplet set videos. I made sure to make a playlist on those. I think it's called Gentle, Playful Path Forward, something like that. So that's a nice one too, also about spiritual path. But anyway, so I wanted to point out that there are going to be 3 technique videos following this intro video. And these 3 technique videos, the interesting thing is none of them, well, I don't know, but the title of the techniques used don't mention guilt, although I may squeeze it in somewhere into the title, because they all will help you to clear guilt or to be less prone to guilt, but it's not like so overt. What it does is it fixes the conditions that make you prone to guilt, so that you're more likely to just blow it out of your way, like more naturally. So they're really, really cool techniques. So the 3 techniques, the new techniques. Oh, and I did want to mention the video that we use in the whole first half of the healing already exists, and I call it the porcupine video for short, but I think the title is like Aura Repair, remove porcupine devices, something like that, blah, 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 DGS, blah, blah, blah. Because it has literally, I itemized all the techniques for myself in my notes for this healing set, and there are 10 different techniques in that porcupine video. So that porcupine video, even though it's not a new technique video, it plays a very key, important role in this triplet set in getting everybody ready to do these new, very quick and powerful new techniques. You know, because the more prepped you are, the more flowing you are, the more present you are, the more repaired you are and balanced you are, then you can do one of these simple new technique videos and it's like, woo, you know, you just did some really cool change and it was gentle and you rocked it, you know? So I don't want people to forget about the porcupine video just because it's not a new video and I'm going to put it underneath all the new ones because it's not new. The porcupine video is sort of like, you know, also a hero of this triplet set, you know, because it's so complete. It helps everybody really rock the technique videos, the new technique videos. Okay, so that said, the new technique videos are quicker and easy to do. Newbie friendly, kid friendly even. And you know, I mentioned this in one of the videos. I would encourage you, if your kids are interested, let them do these videos. I mean, even if you think like, oh, my kids don't have inner emptiness. Why would they have that? I'm a good parent. You know, they may have inner emptiness because of past life baggage. And so if they're interested in one of these videos, let them do it, you know, because it could make them a happier kid for sure. And it's not because you did anything wrong. It's just because, you know, they had a couple rough past lives. Because if you think about it, you know, if there's maybe like 10 past lives at least, you know, to get through one spiritual level, then probably most people's kids that are listening to this are like 3rd chakra beings, 2nd chakra beings, or 1st chakra beings. So that means 7, 6, 5, 4. So they've had minimum, probably anybody that's watching this and has kids, your kids have probably at least had 40 sets of parents before you already. 40 or 50, etc. You know, so if they want to watch these videos, don't, you know, keep them away just because, oh, they don't have a problem with their spiritual path because I'm a good parent. You know, just if they want to do it, do it. Okay, great. So the 3 new techniques are flower healing to fill inner emptiness. And that's really useful. It helps you because the idea is sometimes, you know, that sort of empathetic thing where you absorb the pain of other people, maybe people that you know, maybe people you don't know. You just take on their pain and you're not even trying, but you know, like when you watch the news or you hear about something, you just feel like 20 pounds heavier, you know, that's a lot of times it's this empathy where you're sponging up, you know, or I think it's sympathy. Empathy is just you understand where somebody's coming from, which is nice and healthy. But sympathy is like you sort of take it on. You're like, I feel your pain. And so you don't want that. You don't want to feel somebody's pain. You want to know it and respect it and honor it and witness it. And if you choose to assist them with it, but you don't want to match it, you know, yourself, ideally. You know, so that flower healing for inner emptiness will really help with that. And even if you don't think you have a problem with taking on other people's pain, you know, it could be subconscious and it could be because of past lives. So, you know, it's a great video. Okay, so that's flower healing to fill inner emptiness. And then, and the video explains more in addition to teaching you the technique. And then call back your spiritual freedom. No, your spiritual information is a really easy technique where, and that'll be there, its own video. And you just call back your spiritual information that you've accidentally given away. As you were teaching somebody, as you were showing somebody something, maybe, you know, in this life or in a past life. It's really easy to do that. Or maybe somebody subconsciously took your information from you. And so you kind of still know like these healthy behaviors and stuff, but you don't really use them in your life. It's really weird. Like you know what you should do, but you don't do it. This is actually one of the main problems that could be happening is your spiritual information got taken. So you don't really... you have like a shadow of what you had, you know, so it's easy enough to take it back. So that'll be that video. And then the final new technique video for this triplet set, sorry, the sun's going down, so I have less light, is a gold key blessing for your spiritual path. So you get back the rights to own your path. And owning your path is like keeping it clear so it's easier to move forward. And you feel lighter and you feel more free as you're moving forward. It's very, very nice. Really, all this stuff helps you own your path, but this gold key blessing is very potent for that because sometimes you may have gotten into an oppressive situation, maybe in this life or a past life, and you've accidentally, or, you know, you just agreed because you didn't have power at the time. You agreed to give up your rights to own your path. You said, okay, well, this person will own my path. I can't make decisions, you know? And again, it could be completely subconscious, but anyway, it's a great thing. And you kind of get this energy of like a gold key. So like you have the right to own your path forward, like a key that opens a door. Or, you know, you can just receive it as energy and you don't have to imagine a gold key, you know? But it's really nice and it helps you to be more likely to just blast energy that's not yours off of your path so that you're less burdened. It's very nice. And all of these techniques, I keep saying in the videos themselves, it's nice if you do them multiple times, but even just once will help. So good for you if you do even one of them, even just once. That's cool. And of course you can half listen while you do these videos. You know, say you're cooking or getting dressed or something, you can do the videos at the same time. Okay, so that's good enough explanation. I hope that gives you a little taste of all the technique videos in this set. And, you know, if you want to center yourself real quickly before you do any of the videos, each video I think has a little bit of centering involved in it. But if you want extra centering, of course, you could do that porcupine video, which is like over 40 minutes long. Or for a short video option, there is that tricolor earth energy soak video, which is very effective and only 6 minutes long and kid friendly. And I will put that at the bottom of this playlist. And the playlist will be linked at the end of this video. So that's tricolor earth energy soak. So if you feel like you're kind of really out there right now, just do the tricolor earth energy soak video next and then do any of the technique videos. It's totally fine. They're all pretty simple. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Just as a comment, post it under the video. And your thumbs up would be nice if you feel like, you know, you want YouTube to know that this video is legit and you want YouTube to show it to other people. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.